bringing you the most bringing you the most
ASU TV.
bringing you the most relevant news, information, and issues in and out the Philippines.
I will be opening a new chapter in our comprehensive strategic cooperation with China.
Actually, after
na nagbahagi ng tulong pinansyal, live
defensive capabilities, the main reason behind the renewed cooperation.
Ganitong stance actually resonates well with what the president actually is postulating.
We are revolutionizing how content is delivered to different social media platforms around the world. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitch, Instagram, and more. We are your media on the go. Access, share, like, connect on your smartphones, tablets, laptop, computer, smartwatch, and more. With more than 4 million combined followers in and out the Philippines. Over 25 years experience in print, radio, television, and everything digital. We are IBS Media.
The following program may contain content that is not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions and actions expressed in this show are purely those of the host, guest, and participants, and do not necessarily reflect the views or values of the network or its affiliates. Parental guidance is recommended for younger viewers.
Welcome to it's a Monday. My name is Roy Bato. Welcome once again for another edition of The Leader.
What does it take to be a leader? What paths have people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates walked to carve their niches in the annals of success? The Leader by ASU TV dives deep into the minds, habits, and decisions of successful individuals. From their early life challenges to their pivotal breakthroughs, join host Roy Bato as he unravels the fabric of leadership and innovation that sets these figures apart. Discover the drive, the failures, the resilience, and the ultimate victories that define true leaders. The Leader with Roy Bato.
All right. Get ready for an enriching episode of The Leader as we welcome Jim Paul Magno Porticos, a distinguished figure in the agricultural sector, once the CEO and the Vice President of BioPrime Agri Industries Inc. Jim Paul's roots run deep in Davao City, where he was born and nurtured his love for agriculture. A graduate of UP Los Baños with a major in horticulture, specializing in production and field management. He embodies the spirit of a modern-day magsasaka, combining traditional farming wisdom with contemporary business acumen. As a director, treasurer, farmer, and businessman, his multifaceted roles illuminate the diverse aspects of the agricultural industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Jim Paul Porticos. Jim, maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon, magandang hapon sa lahat.
All right. So Jim, could you give us a background what BioPrime Agri Industries is?
BioPrime, we are focusing on biofertilizer. Our product is, we're supplying a biofertilizer the technologies coming from the US, and then our target is the farmer.
Okay. So you are a CEO of this company, former CEO. So tell us the journey. Paano ka ba napunta sa pagiging CEO or having your own company? And yung journey mo, could you give us
a brief? Basically, all throughout sa buhay ko, as in agri talaga, I graduated from UP Los Baños. I started from the bottom, employee. I actually first is a volunteer work in Gurong Painungod. in Abra, and then after that, joined multinational companies and family-owned companies in the banana industry in Davao, and then exposed to different culture nationwide, assigned in Mindanao, mostly Mindanao, then Luzon, and then overseas from Singapore. I learned technologies, management skills and everything, how to manage overseas, Singapore, Japan, up to Africa, Asia and Africa. And then set up my own company. I started my own business in 2000. Actually, I joined as a board in sugarcane in 2017, and then a sugarcane company here, and then set up also in 2015 my own business, supplying fruits, vegetables. That's and then two decades in banana industry, by the way. And then after that, then here comes this one, an opportunity actually to join this company. It's started in 2019, and then in the beginning, yun pa nga, struggle kasi you have to in farming, karamihan sa mga magsasaka to cease to believe. So it's a new technology. Actually, it's being promoted commercially and then in the government for the balanced fertilization program. Lalo na sa presidente ngayon, which yung balanced fertilization using combination of inorganic and biofertilizer. So yun, we started na medyo challenge. Pag nagsimula ng negosyo, hindi kita kagad. Kaya meron nga yung wife ko sinabihan ako ng wife ko na seryoso ba yan? Kasi in the beginning struggle hanggang ma-prove yung technology. Until now, no? It's a continuous development.
Jim, of all the industries, why farming? Why agriculture?
I grew up in an agricultural environment, no? Farming. My grandfather is a farmer. My grandfather is basically hindi nga nakatapos ng elementary, but farmer siya. Then napalago niya yung farm. And then sa aming magkapatid, ako yung nagkaroon ng interest. Actually, since high school, my elective was agriculture. Very few from my section na nag-elective. Tatlo lang yata kami. So nakita ko yung passion sa agri. Gusto ko yung magtanim at saka it's a niche. During our time, karamihan, hilig nursing, comsci, yun yung time na in-introduce.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oo. Walang, even my teacher sa elective, nagulat na nag-agri ako. Kasi, siguro nasa puso, nasa dugo. Kasi hindi ako, hindi man, yun yung doon sa farming.
Okay. Kasi pag farming, nandyan yung putik, nandyan yung, di ba, parang, it's not like if you're a nurse or if you're in a private sector, may sweldo ka every month, chill lang. But is a farming kasi, you have to really work, di ba, hard. Di ba? Challenging.
Yeah. Mainit. So, even...
Mainit pa.
Pero siya, whatever happens, no? Like for example, I'll give you one example. It's in pandemic. So nag-pandemic, pero kakain pa rin ng tao. So yung agriculture, siya, especially in the Philippines, nakita ko yung talaga potential ng agri, no? Kahit pa sabihin ng iba na parang, di ba, pag sinabing farmer, ako kasi na-expose din sa labas. So nakita ko when you go to Japan, yung mga developed countries, ang mga farmers yung maganda ang buhay. So bakit kaya nila? Even in Vietnam and Thailand. So bakit sa Pilipinas hindi? So nakita ko yung potential, especially in Davao. Kasi maganda ang agriculture sa Davao. Evenly distributed ang rainfall, lalo na noon, bago dumating yung mga bagyo-bagyo. So during our time, evenly distributed ang rainfall, maganda lupa, promised land ang tawag . So yun, nakita ko yung potential. And then not only local market, but export. So nandun talaga. And then ang Philippines, naisip ko, again, it's an agricultural country. At the end of the day, ang ekonomiya natin driven by agriculture. So, yun ang sa akin. So, and at the same time, it's not only about money. Kasi if your motivation is about money sa agriculture, then you will not last. Kasi take note, when you do farming, mga first 2 years yan, nangangapa ka pa. Inaalam mo pa. So, ang daming factors in farming, no? So, learning. Pag hindi mo siya passion, hindi mo siya mahal, ang goal mo lang is pera. So pag nagnegosyo ka sa agriculture, farming, 1 year pa lang, give up ka na kasi wala kang makitang kita. Yun pala, on the second, third year, doon ang pera. So, ganun sa farming. So, you start sa farming, it's not about pera or ekonomiya lang. Again, main reason, syempre, kailangan mabuhay tayo, pero kailangan nandun din yung puso. Kasi sabi niyo nga earlier na mahirap ang farming, hindi siya ganun kadali. Ang daming kumukuha ng agri, pero hindi nagsusurvive na throughout their life. Farmers sila, agriculturists, nag-shift to other profession.
Jim, I would like this. I have a question. I haven't been in kumbaga in another place ng mga farm, pero someone told me sa Japan ang mga farmer mayayaman. In your own opinion, bakit? Kasi pag farmer sa Pilipinas, when you say you're a farmer, you know, it's really actually ang middleman yung mayaman, pero yung farmer hindi. In your own opinion, bakit kaya?
Naputol, no? Pero I get the question. So yun yung importante. The difference in other countries, like example in Japan, I was assigned in Japan. Yung farmer, siya yung nagdadala sa market. So mean to say, siya ang nagtatanim, wala siyang utang, ano yung kikitain niya, siya yung dadala. So ibig sabihin yung margin niya malaki. The difference in the Philippines, it's so dependent on marami, hindi naman lahat. So ako, kinopya ko yung sa ibang bansa, no? So blessed tayo na nagkaroon tayo ng puhunan, tayo nagtanim, tayo nagbenta. So maraming factors diyan, no? Hindi lang government. Una yung character, attitude ng farmer. Critical yan. Kaya when I share my experience, importante sa akin yun yung character. Kasi mas imagine mo, so for example, ang farmer, ang benta, farm gate, let's say example lang, talong, farm gate, sabihin natin 30 pesos, example. So 30 pesos. Pero kung ang farmer magbenta niyan sa market, ang bentahan doon, tawag nito, 40 pesos. So imagine mo sa kanya pa yung 10 pesos. And then ang advantage noon, kung siya pang nagbenta, pwede pa niyang pababaan ang presyo at 35. So malaki pa rin ang kita niya. The problem kasi, because baon sa utang ang farmer, which is common yan sa small farmers. So, depende sila sa traders. Ang traders magpapautang, traders din magpapahiram, sila din bibili, sila din magbebenta. So, ang middleman ang malaking kinikita, which is dapat ang farmer. So, kung imagine ang farmer, kaya niyang magbenta hanggang sa market, yayaman ang farmer. Yun yung difference between sa Pilipinas, karamihan ng farmer at saka sa ibang bansa. Kasi lalaki. Actually, if the farmer directly ang nagbebenta sa market, no? Ano yun? Mabababaan pa niyang presyo. So, hindi lang magbe-benefit ang farmer, pati ang consumer. So, yun. Kung mawala yung middleman. Kasi dagdag pa yun eh. Dagdag, ano pa yun?
Correct.
Gastos. So, yun yung dapat mangyari. Which is, sa government naman, tinutulungan. Pero, para sa akin, kulang pa. Pero nandyan, no? Subsidy, seeds, lalo na sa right, may seeds, fertilizers, sinasubsidize, pero kulang pa. Kumbaga, sa ibang bansa, talagang mas malaki ang support.
Jim, maybe you could enlighten us kasi you are exposed in the farming. Ako naman, I've been in the broadcast industries for 25 years now. What I don't understand, and maybe you could, para din sa benefit ng iba, kasi alam ko, yung palay, it was explained to me, parang ang palay is just cheap. They buy it on a farmer na parang mura lang. Yet, if you go to the supermarket, ba't ang mahal-mahal ng bigas? Yun yung hindi ko maintindihan. Why is it very expensive? And yung palay, which I know that's the final ibibenta nilang palay at 14 pesos or 12 pesos. That time was 12 pesos. And yet nagiging 60 pesos dun sa market, sa supermarket. Wala lang, in your opinion, bakit ka ganun?
Sa agriculture in general, hindi lang palay. For example, sa farm gate, ang bili is, let's say, balik tayo sa mga gulay, prutas, normally yan, pagdating sa palengke, even at supermarket, double the price. Kasi considering nabubulok, considering logistics cost, no? And then dagdag pa yung middleman, yung trader. So kaya nga, pag walang trader, for example, yun yung dapat i-enhance, no? For example, like, ang government ang bumibili. NFA, di ba? Mura, cheap. Oh, so, advantage yun kasi natatanggal yung middleman. So, yun yung key isa na matanggal yung middleman or trader or something na dapat direkta sa farmer. Kasi kagaya yan, 25 pesos ang buying ngayon. So, sa palay. So, expect mo na more or less around nasa 60. Pero magtataka ka 70 pesos sa supermarket. Kasi sa supermarket, another, ano yun? Another, alam naman natin sa supermarket, dagdag na naman yun. Compare mo sa palengke. Diba? So, another, kumbaga, buyer. So, to simplify everything, guys, let's say, again, example ko yung Japan, no? Kasi matagal ako sa Japan. When you go to Japan, meron silang parang center distribution. So, ang karamihan pumupunta doon bumibili. Even ako, na-experience ko yun. So, cheap doon sa center. Pero pag pumunta ka sa supermarket, syempre higher na kasi may another trader na naman nagsusupply doon. Kinukuha doon sa distribution center or yung main market. So, kaya siya mahal sa supermarket. Mahal talaga. Expected mo yan. Even fish, di ba? Mga fresh, gulay, karne, mas mahal sa supermarket. Kasi another kamay yun. Another buyer. So, kung malesen yung mga ganyan, diretso. For example, ako, farmer, diretso ko bebenta sa supermarket, malamang mababa yung presyo. Eh kaso dadaan niya ng distribution center, dadaan niya ng trader, parang gano'n. So, kaya siya mahal. Yun yung reason. Maraming kamay na dinadaanan.
Jim, ano yung opinion mo? Because yung when we import, it's cheaper to import than to buy dito sa local. And then one congressman I spoke to, sabi niya, mas okay mag-import na lang tayo. Total, mas mura pa nga eh. And then yung farmer, ano na lang. What are your thoughts on this? Mag-import na lang tayo. Kasi mas cheaper eh.
Actually, ano yun, balance. I'll give you an example, like yung mga developed countries, Australia, they protect their local food. So they don't import, but they support. So at ang kailangan kasi sabay yan eh. You support the farmers, no? Kung ano mang industriya yun, banana, rice, whatsoever. Before you do the importation. Kasi sa importation, you're killing the local market. The local farmers. Talagang yun yung papatayin mo kung walang support. Kasi very expensive yung production eh. Production cost.
Exactly.
So, pag walang support, like for example, I'll give you Vietnam. Bakit lumago ang Vietnam? Lalo na sa rice. Kasi tutok talaga ang government. Then they control the price. The government itself na talagang tapos they prioritize their own farmer. Kaya lumago ang business. And then buhay yung farmers. Grabe yung subsidy and support sa government. Kasi yun yung kailangan talaga ng lalo na small farmers. They need the support of the government. Pero dapat concrete yung program, no? Hindi lang support, but it's a sustainable support. Mean to say, kailangan ng small farmers to get away from utang. Kasi yun yung key eh. Pag nautang, natali sila eh. Sa trader, sa financier. Pero pag nalayo sila doon, naging independent yung farmer. Doon umaasenso ang farmer. And then, kung umasenso ang farmer, umaasenso ang industriya. Kasi ang pinakamarami, take note, it's not the big landowners or the small farmers. Yun yung marami. And then, you discourage them to convert the land. Otherwise, nako-convert, binibili, dinidevelop to other means. Kaya bumababa din yung production natin. Hindi na agrikultura, hindi na farming.
Okay. Yung bang mga sa Japan, wala silang utang yung mga farmers doon?
Kung meron man, mas malaki yung kinikita nila. And then they're not, it's not common to them yung trader, middleman. From ano talaga sila? Una, advantage kasi no, technology, advance, and then yung transportation, may sarili mga farmers doon, may sariling equipment. Hindi sila dependent sa government. And then kasi matagal na, from the beginning ganun na sila. And then kung may utang minimal. So at saka sila nagdadala sa market, sila mismo. As in walang middleman, hindi ganun. Sila.
Pero Jim, 'di ba, yung process ng pagiging bigas, it's a process eh, from palay, you have to process it para maging bigas, right? Ganyan ba sa Japan? Sila na mismo nagpa-process yung farmers para maging final product?
Actually, never, hindi ko nakita yung actual na sa rice na sila yung sa rice aspect, but for other, for example, other fruit crops na binibenta nila, diretso ang benta. Sa rice, as far as I know, hindi. Meron din silang parang center, pero hindi ko nakita. Personally, hindi ko nakita. Kasi when I was in Japan, I was more on the fruit products, no? Yung fruit crops.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So BioPrime is more on I look at your page, parang correct me, from you're selling fertilizers, is that it, or technology?
Yeah. Actually, BioPrime is a biofertilizer. It's a nanotechnology, no, from the US. Mean to say, perfect siya sa yung programa ng gobyerno. And me personally, as a farmer, maganda yun kasi sustainable. Alam natin, if we use inorganic or synthetic fertilizer, yung lupa nagiging poor, nagiging acidic in a long term. And then take note, hindi lahat ng crop na absorb nilang nutrients na pinoprovide ng synthetic or inorganic fertilizer. Ang action ng biofertilizer, ng BioPrime, una, maliit siya. Sa nanotechnology, no? Compact pero maganda yung impact. It's a microorganism based sa bacillus. So ang ginagawa naman niya, ini-enhance. And at the same, enhance mean to say yung nutrients na naiwan na binigay ng synthetic fertilizer. Kasi more or less around 30% lang na-absorb ng crop. So yung naiwan, ini-enhance niya ma-absorb. So ang sa amin, kaya ang BioPrime, nare-reduce niya ng up to 50% ang synthetic or inorganic fertilizer. So in short, yung lupa, nagkakaroon ng soil rejuvenation. So yung pH, hindi na siya acidic, balance. So pag balance ang pH ng soil, so yung absorption mas maganda. So kaya hindi din pwede na walang synthetic. It should be biofertilizer, BioPrime, and then with synthetic fertilizer. Yung urea, yung ganun, complete. So it's a combination. So balanced fertilization. In long term, sustainability, mas maganda yung lupa. So mas magandang, pag maganda ang lupa, maganda ang absorption ng crop, mas maganda ang yield. And then you less the synthetic, more income sa farm, particularly small farmers.
Jim, could you give us an idea? For example, yung typical, wala pang BioPrime, a 1 hectare rice field. Ano ginagawa diyan? Parang ano ba yung ano bang amount of fertilizer is, at saka sa 1 hectare rice field, gaano ba kadami yung fertilizer, and if you could give sample cost para lang may idea yung mga viewers natin ng isang 1 hectare.
So example, no, if you're sabihin na natin, let's say ang pinaka magandang production is Nueva Ecija. So ang more or less ano diyan, mga 12 bags of inorganic fertilizer. Sabihin na natin conservative, no, or more pa yan sila. Sabihin natin na 12 bags, no. So ang cost niyan is, sabihin na natin ang presyo kagaya ngayon. Pero nag-peak yan, umabot yan ng mga 3,000 per bag noong panahon ng pandemic. So ngayon sabihin natin 1,500. So imagine mo at 1,500 at that's 21,000 at 18,000, no? At 12 bucks, so 18,000. So kung ma-reduce mo at 50%, you have 9,000 ang gastos mo na lang sa fertilizer, no? We're talking about hindi kasama labor, yung actual lang. So nakasave ka ng 9,000. And then ang BioPrime, it will cost you only around 4,500. So
Jim, by the way, Jim, if ever ba yung rice field, you really need to have, kailangan talaga may fertilizer? Or pwedeng wala?
Yes.
Or
hindi pwede. In any crop, hindi talaga pwede. Kasi walang magpo-provide ng nutrients na requirement ng yung NPK, sinasabi nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So, kailangan talaga. Hindi siya pwedeng, you can do organic, pero it's, kumbaga volume, bago ma-provide yung required nutrients na kailangan ng crop. No? Kasi different crops, different nutrients requirements. So kailangan mo, kung maggamit ka ng organic, purely organic, kasi volume yan, volume. Then source din ang hanapin mo. Sa synthetic kasi or inorganic, napoprovide niya kagad yung ano. Kaso, hindi na-absorb yung lahat ng crop. At saka hindi rin pwedeng paramihan ng fertilizer equals malaking yield. Kasi parang tao lang din yung fertilizer, no? Parang vitamins. Pag
Correct.
sobra-sobra din,
Okay.
hindi niya ina-absorb yun. So, ganun siya.
So kasi napapansin ko pag dumadaan ako sa mga rice field, may nakikita ko mga banners. Yun yata yung fertilizer na ginagamit nila. And yung when you say synthetic, what does the synthetic mean? I mean, hindi ba yung delikado sa synthetic? Parang pangit pakinggan eh. Could you explain what
inorganic
it
siya?
is?
Hindi naman kasi ano naman siya sa soil, hindi naman siya pero hindi siya organic based na fertilizer. So it's a chemical. In short, it's a chemical fertilizer. Process, ingredients niya. So basically hindi siya organic. The good thing with biofertilizer, it's a combination. So nababalance kasi hindi rin kaya i-provide din as standalone. So hindi naman kasi sa soil siya. So hindi naman siya
Okay.
mas kung may delikado pa pero hindi naman din kasi minimal naman yung pag-prepare, yung insecticide, pesticide, pero minimal naman din. Hindi naman piniprepare yun na sobra-sobra.
I see. So pero yung yung synthetic fertilizer pag nilagay mo, hindi naman siya harmful kasi may tubig yan eh, di ba? Palay. Hindi naman namamatay yung mga isda niyan or something.
Hindi naman. At saka basically naman siya doon mo rin siya paano yun sa lupa, no? Kailangan din siya sa lupa kasi ang palay naman may tubig pero may lupa. So basically hindi naman.
Okay.
Mas delikado pa rin.
Understood.
Again, yung mga insecticide, pesticide, yung fertilizer,
Kasi,
hindi naman.
do you really need a pesticide after in every planting? Do you really need a pesticide or kung kailan lang may peste? Or talagang
Kahit kung kailan lang, no? For example, on the onset, pagkita mo pa lang. Pero kung wala naman, normally, ang farmer, tayong mga farmer, nagtitipid naman eh. Pag wala naman tayong makita, wag naman. Hindi naman siya kailangan. Ang kailangan mo pa more on herbicide, yung mga ganun, to remove yung mga weeds. Pero yung insecticide, kung wala namang peste, insect pest, hindi ka naman mag-a-apply. Pero pag nandyan, kailangan mo talaga apply. Ang application niyan as much as possible, minimal talaga. Minimal.
Okay. Jim, we'll take a break. When we return, we'll ask Jim more about yung BioPrime, and then we'll be taking questions from the audience. All of that when we return.
We love inspiring people, but we need to run commercials to sustain this show. If you want to support us, we would be delighted to have you contact us. We will take a break and we'll be right back.
With Australian companies hit every 7 minutes by a cyber attack, these next 60 seconds are pretty important. MasterCard has asked me, an ethical hacker, to help keep you in the know. So let's get started. Tip number 5. Use antivirus software. Threats lurk at every corner. Trojans, malware, viruses. These aren't just buzzwords, but real threats to our system. Be it a simple email download can expose your organization to these threats. Antivirus software is essential. And here's the good news. With most computers, they come inbuilt with their own antivirus software. By simply ensuring it's active, you're already taking a huge step to safeguard your company. To learn more about cybersecurity, watch all 10 episodes.
Boost your brand's visibility to new heights with DMC Digital Link Company Limited. Dive into our vibrant portfolio of outdoor advertising solutions. From the stunning billboards that command attention, to the vibrant advertising posters that turn heads, and the lively transit ads that buzz with energy. We're here to maximize your brand's impact with our expertly crafted services and prime locations, ensuring your message not only reaches, but captivates a wider audience. Don't wait. Connect with DMC Digital Link Company Limited today at 09178467028, and let's revolutionize your advertising strategy together.
Our show is also streamed live simultaneously on the following social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter.com now, X, LinkedIn.com. You may also follow us at TikTok. We are IBS Media.
Asu TV.
Okay, welcome back. We have some messages here from our viewers. Let's bring back Jim. This one's from Kyra Montes. Another informative topic for the day. Thank you very much. Nakaka-excite. Shout out to Anya Luna. Good day po, Sir Roy and Sir Jim. Thank you so much for watching, Anya. This one's from Tina Vasquez. Ano po ba ang mas maganda gamitin na enhancers, organic or artificial para mas mabilis at maganda ang crops? Jim? Ano po ba ang mas maganda gamitin na enhancers, organic or artificial para mas mabilis at maganda ang crops?
As mentioned earlier, it should be a combination. Siyempre, no, I mean, I'll be biased, no. Biofertilizer. Basically, it's a new technology. Use that biofertilizer, especially, tip lang, when you use new technology, be sure before you buy, may technician. Kasi it's a transfer of technology. The problem with other farmers, they buy a technology or let's say biofertilizer or enhancer, soil enhancer. They buy from a product na walang technician. Take note, it's a new technology, it's a new product. Kailangan may technician para mag-explain. No preparation, application. Doon nagfi-fail eh. I just want to quote one USEC, no? Like the hybrid rice. When hybrid rice was introduced, hindi naintindihan ng farmer, hindi na-appreciate. So, hindi na-transfer. So, ngayon pa lang siya nagsisimula na natutunan. So, for the question, be sure when you buy, soil ameliorant pa niyan, soil enhancer, biofertilizer, which I recommend, BioPrime, and then a combination with inorganic. Be sure may technician. So, para ma-explain sa inyo ng maayos.
Hindi ba siya yung parang titimplahin mo lang? Bakit you need a technician? Hindi ba siya parang may instructions? 1 liter equivalent, parang ganun lang. Hindi ba siya ganun?
Basically, ganun siya. Pero, para ma-appreciate ng farmer, kasi for example, may mga key points eh. Let's say, biofertilizer is a microorganism base. Any biofertilizer product, may key doon. It should not be chlorinated water. Kasi microorganism base siya. If a biofertilizer product will say na, hindi nyo na kailangan i-check yung water, kahit anong tubig, hindi totoo yun. Kasi sa microorganism base, alam natin yung chlorine, papatay niya yung mga ano. So, yun yung babantayan. Kaya kailangan may technician. Even with the instruction, simple instruction, mas maganda yung nag-guide. And then, nabibigyan sila ng advantages and disadvantages, may explain para more appreciation. So, siseryosohin. Kasi paminsan, pag binasa lang, iba yung, di ba, parang sa text, walang emotion. Hindi mo alam kung, di ba, paminsan kahit, hindi mo masyado naintindihan, ano ba to? Mas maganda in person. At saka, nakikita, nade-demo, napapakita.
Ayun. Okay, this one's from Faith Soriano. Ano po ba ang major na tinututukan nyo sa farming at bakit po?
Ang pinaka-importante, number one, if you're in farming, number one rule, dapat may oras. The reason why even may mga tao ako, I go around kasi hindi pwedeng wala kang oras. So first question is that you have time. Kasi ang daming binabantayan sa farming and you have to understand para mas ma-appreciate mo at saka alam mo yung mga galawan. Kasi basically sa farming, ang daming factors. Hindi siya kagaya ng manufacturing. So that's number one. Before anything else, yung soil type, topography, yung crop. And bago ka mag-start ng farming, be sure you have time and you have market. Magkasama yan. So, wag kang basta lang sabay sa uso. So, you have time and then meron kang market. Ano yung product mo at may market ka? Kasi otherwise, take note, you're selling fresh. So, nabubulok. So, timing din. So, a lot of factors na ba? Pero yun yung basic. You have time and then market. Then you can adjust everything in between.
So Jim, hindi pala siya yung parang technically farming, hagisan mo lang ng buto, that's it, and you wait. Kasi parang tinanim mo lang. That's
I'll say, sa farming, take note lang, gusto ko lang sa mga audience, a big sacrifice, but a big income. Yun yung dapat ninyo. Ako, I credit to farming everything I have right now.
Okay, we will expound that later. But anyway, meron pa mga questions. From Mariana Samson, ask niya, ano po masasabi nyo sa kumakalat na online selling ng mga sibuyas na mas mura pa kaysa market? I don't know, Jim, if you're okay to answer this.
Yeah. Be careful. It's like the issue of fertilizer before. I was in Region 9 talking to a government official. So, careful kayo dyan sa mura. Okay? Palagi yan, no? It's not all about price. Kasi pag mura, magtanong ka. Kasi baka mura, ang quality naman ay mapapamura ka. So, gagaya no, meron ding lumabas na low quality fertilizer, inorganic. Ang napakamura, yung galing Davao, ito sa Mindanao to, galing Davao mas mahal. So, kami, imposible yun kasi ang sentro ng Davao, bakit yung galing mas malayo, mas mura? Tapos yun, nag-inspection, low quality. So lumabas yun during pandemic, yung mga low quality fertilizer, mga hinaluan, mga ganun. So same sa sibuyas. So yung, pero posible naman, no? For example, yung direct yan, farm na kinuha. Yun, kung direct yan sa farm, mura talaga yan. So farm gate price ang kinuha nila, tapos binenta nila online, posible yan. Pero again, you have to check the quality kasi baka iba yung reason. Kasi kaysa market. Kasi dumaan na ng ilang kamay. Pero kung kinuha yun online, direkta siya sa farm, kumuha, and then mura talaga yun. Kasi farm gate price yung kinuha niya.
Pero Jim, wala naman yata ang product na, for example, sibuyas na nilagyan ng synthetic fertilizer kaya mabilis siyang tumubo. Wala naman yata ang ganun, di ba? Or
wala. Ang ibig ko sabihin yung quality. Meaning to say, baka old stock na, para ma-move nila, binabagsak nila ang presyo. So may halong bulok na, so sa taas, yun yung babantayan. Sa taas, parang presko, pero sa ilalim pala, hinaluan. So mga ganun. Pero again, ulitin ko, kung yung seller is direct pa sa farm, and again, meron ding mga farmer na nag-online selling. So yun, mura yun. I have no question on that. Pero again, tingnan nyo rin yung quality. Kasi kung ang source niyan ay, market, din sa pang ilang kamay, ay bantayan nyo yung quality. Quality, not on the synthetic or whatsoever. I mean, the quality of the sibuyas itself.
Okay, a question here from Elena Dizon. Sa panahon ngayon, pansin ko lang parang hindi na masyadong natutukan ng agriculture. Ano po ang masasabi nyo dito?
Hindi naman. Kasi I deal with DA, no? Nakikita ko yung effort ng government. Pero syempre, maraming tinututukan din yung government, no? Kaya nga, every time, no, I appreciate the government na they increase the budget in agriculture. No, so aside sa fight for corruption, political yan. Pero at the end of the day, if DA has a bigger budget, mas maraming matutulungan. No, so ako naman nakita ko yung dedication ng gobyerno. No, even previous government meron. Pero again, dahan-dahan yun, hindi naman pitik. We all know the government can give higher budget if the government has higher income. So ganun yun, hindi yun magic. So ako naman, nandun yung effort. Pero kulang pa. Pero we're moving forward. No? Moving forward.
Jim, kasi umiikot ka sa Pilipinas. Kasi pag sinabi mong farmer, usually pag farmer matatanda eh. Wala namang farmer na bata yata. Meron ba? Kumusta? Kasi they'd rather be in a call center than being a farm.
I agree, no? Yun yung medyo nakakalungkot. Kasi I attended one meeting, no? Mga big landowners sila. Hindi ko na-mention yung federation, pero malungkot. Out of around more than 20 umattend ng mga big landowners, isa lang nakita ko, very young. The rest. And then, as per their consultant, yun nga yung challenge kasi mga new generation ayaw. Kasi madumi nga, mahirap, mainit, ang management mo. Kaya nga sabi ko, kailangan may puso, no? Passion mo kasi. Kaya yun, na-meet kong bata doon. That average siguro 50 plus, 60 plus. Siya lang yung mga around 30, early 30s. So nakita ko na gusto niya, tsaka nakikinig siya. Nag-introduce kami ng bagong technology. Ito nga, yung BioPrime. So, interesado siya. So yun, sana dumami. Kasi ito yung fear eh. Again, no, Philippines is still agricultural country. Ang ekonomiya natin is very dependent on agriculture. Malaki pa rin, let's face the fact. So, kung mauubos yung new generation, so ang tendency niyan, yung lupang mamana nila, bebenta na nila into commercial. So, ano mangyayari? Ang direksyon ng government is maging food sustainable. So pag gano'n, maging dependent tayo sa importation, which is we are avoiding, no? We are minimizing, or hindi naman totally zero, but we're reducing it kasi dapat self-sufficient tayo, diba? So I hope mga new generation, more agriculturists.
Nagsusupply, this was from Jamie Gonzalez, nagsusupply din po ba kayo anywhere in the Philippines? Thank you.
Actually, that BioPrime is nationwide na siya ngayon. We started in 2019, Luzon, and then last year, we're nationwide na. So we have our distributors in different region. For Mindanao and Visayas, may malaki kaming distributor right now. Sila na nag-handle. So I think you're familiar, Agrisol and La Filipina. And then dito, we still handle ourselves directly. And we have a big distributor also, a company. So in Luzon. So yun, ano na siya, available, not 100% sa mga stores, pero in case, I can give you to whom you can contact or something if you're interested with BioPrime, biofertilizer.
Okay, this was a question from Elena. Sir Jim, ano po ang mga challenges sa mga farming industry ngayon?
Lupa. Yung we have to reduce yung conversion ng land conversion kasi isang malaking factor yan, kaya bumababa yung production kasi ang daming land conversion. It started decades ago, so yun, dahan-dahan nauubos. Yun yung challenge. And then climate change, weather. As I mentioned, Mindanao, it's a evenly distributed rainfall right now. Hindi. Tapos the reason why may mga plantations sa Mindanao, big plantation, walang typhoon, nagkakaroon na. So yun, challenge yan.
So
climate change.
You mean to say yung lupa, parang ang dami mong pagpupuntang Pampanga, daming lupa dyan Nueva Ecija, parang daming lupa. Kulang pa ba yun,
pero
Jim?
Kulang. Actually, kung titingnan mo siya, akala mo. Pero mas malawak yan noon.
Yeah.
Before mas malawak yan. So, isang factor din yan kung bakit, let's talk about rice, no? Kaya din tayo nag-i-import kasi lumiliit yung rice production, lumiliit din yung area ng tinatamnan ng palay. Nagiging commercial, mall, villages, yung mga ganun. So, yun yung challenge. Plus, dagdagan pa ng weather. Yun yung mga big challenges sa main. Pero maraming factors. Siyempre. Finance, etc.
Angel Pasqua, sa inyong opinion po, ano pong most significant innovation sa farming in the last 3 years? Meron bang na-innovate? Para din pa rin yung BioPrime siguro, and other than...
And then isa, medyo, not in 3 years, more than 3 years, nagme-mechanize na tayo, in fairness. Nalulungkot nga ako, sabi ko, dati nung bata pa ako, kalabaw, nakikita ko karamihan, lalo sa palayan. Ngayon, in fairness, we're mechanized. Nag-improve naman ang Pilipinas. We're improving, but medyo slow phase pa lang. Pero marami. One is mechanized. Marami na, no? Sa rice, again, balik tayo sa rice, naubos na yung kalabaw. Dati puro kalabaw makikita, ngayon mechanized. Even harvesting, mechanized. So,
okay. And this one's from Alicia Flynn. Yung fertilizer, how long po nagtatagal ang effect sa lupa? Let's talk about BioPrime. Pag na-harvest na ang crops, nandoon pa rin ba ang fertilizer for second season ng planting or need talaga panibagong lagay?
Actually, kaya nako-consume As I mentioned for pag-usapan ko yung biofertilizer and inorganic fertilizer. So, na-consume ng crop. So, you have to apply. Pagdating ng cropping season, pero yun ang kagandahan ng biofertilizer. Again, nagre-reduce ka ng inorganic, hindi yung 100%. Tapos yung population ng microorganism, syempre kailangan mong dagdagan. Pero yun lang. Ang key is that you're reducing 50%. You're not dependent on that. And then yun yung nakakaganda sa lupa. Soil rejuvenation. Continuous usage of inorganic fertilizer, medyo nagdi-deplete, nagiging acidic ang lupa. So, hindi siya yung kagaya before na pag-harvest, 100% ka agad. So, BioPrime, 50% reduced.
Jim, could you explain, sinabi mong acidic, kasi ang acidic sa tao, iba Ano ba, pag sinabi mong acidic ang lupa, ano ibig sabihin nun? Anong mangyayari nun?
Hindi makapag-absorb ng pag acidic ang lupa, hindi siya condition, hindi siya balanced, no? Ang nangyayari is that hindi siya makapag-absorb yung crop ng fertilizer, ng nutrients na nasa lupa. So kailangan siya i-balance para ma-enhance yung absorption. So useless yung pag-apply mo. Kaya nga ang prinsipyo, mali yung prinsipyo na magdagdag ka ng fertilizer, tataas ang yield mo. In fact, you're making the soil acidic. Wala nang na-absorb. Useless ka gumagastos, naglalagay ka ng fertilizer. So yun yun. So kaya
so pag
yun
acidic,
parang hindi ka readily available to be absorbed kasi acidic yung soil. So yun yung point doon na kaya ka
pero tutubo naman siguro yung tanim.
Yes. Tutubo, definitely. Pero again, nagsayang ka nung pera mo. Oo, na dapat kagaya niyan. Dapat 10 bags. Kasi ang recommended is 10 bags. No? Bags normally, historically practice. 10 bags of inorganic fertilizer. And then, ginawa mong 12, useless yun. Wala na yung 2, naggastos ka lang. Or, yun pala, kaya lang ng 5 bags. With biofertilizer, with BioPrime, 5 bags lang kailangan mo. Hindi pa acidic ang soil mo, na-absorb pa yun. Mas nakatipid ka na, tumaas pa yung yield.
Okay, this one's from Aris Cruz. Ano pong pinagkaiba ng BioPrime sa ibang products?
Among biofertilizer, it's a nanotechnology. Nakalagay lang siya sa maliit. So, yun pa isa is that yung product mo, sako-sako, yung inorganic. Sako-sako siya, ilang kilo. Ang BioPrime, because it's a nanotechnology, it's a 5 grams na bottle. And then the entire cropping, ang fertilization program mo is 15 grams lang. 3 bottles lang kailangan mo. Plus 50% of inorganic fertilizer. Kung 10 bags yun, 5 bags lang. So, yun pa. Tipid ka sa labor cost, transportation, lalagay mo lang sa bulsa, hindi ka magre-rent ng tricycle or ng jeep. So, yun siya. Sa nanotechnology, sa high, kumbaga, effective with the compressed power niya sa maliit. And then it's tested for so many years na since in the Philippines, not only in the US but in the Philippines. Demo in Philrice, yung mga university demo farms nationwide. We are the only demo farms nationwide.
Okay. Parang Yakult yan, Jim, yung 'di ba? Parang yan yung Yakult sa lupa. Tama ba? Okay, may mga trainings po ba kayo on how to may trainings po ba kayo on how to apply? Debbie Villa.
Yes. Especially if you buy our product. Yun nga, I'm proud to say we have technician nationwide, particularly here in Luzon. Particularly sa location nyo, which is kung Calabarzon, Mimaropa, yun, may technician kami, and then we have manager to handle everything, no? Training, demo, lahat. And then we believe na yun yung pinaka-importante sa amin is you have to know the technology, no? Preparation and application. Kasi otherwise, it will be useless. Sayang lang, sayang.
There's another question from Project Files. Bilang consumer, paano namin masusuportahan ang mga farmers at paano din kami makikinabang sa organic fertilizer ang gamitin ng farmer imbes na synthetic?
Actually, organic farming is very good, no? It's very difficult to convince farmer lang, but they have to be patient kasi it will take time, no? And then it entail time and cost sa organic. Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, organic, if you replace synthetic totally with organic fertilizer, volume ang kailangan, no? Unlike sa biofertilizer, it's a combination. So hindi mo kailangan ng volume. So yun yung challenge, no? When you do organic farming, fertilizer organic farming, medyo ang effect niya matagal, no? At saka volume ang dapat application. So support needed on that factor. Then you can support yung mga organic farmers, no? Kasi especially yung mga ganun. Ako na-appreciate ko sila, pero again, if you campaign for that nationwide, it's a challenge kasi mahirap i-convince, lalo na sa mga, let's say, like rice farmer na mag-organic, totally organic, challenge yan. Kasi costly, mahal ang organic farming, medyo mahal siya. Kung you're talking about organic, we're not talking about biofertilizer.
Yeah, Jim, question is, kasi di ba, normally when you say it's organic, it's expensive. Pare, mahal yan, organic yan eh. And then, yung product mo, it's organic, yet it's affordable. Parang, could you clarify this? Paano nangyari yun?
Kasi basically, the BioPrime, biofertilizer, kasi may ano siya, no? Nakaka-enhance siya. We're focusing on the fertilizer aspect. Kaya siya nagiging cheap kasi nakaka-reduce kami ng 50%. As simple as yung naiwan na nutrients nga sa lupa na around 70% na sinupply ng inorganic fertilizer na-enhance ng BioPrime. So, kaya siya nagiging cheap. Other than that, other organic material kasi kailangan volume and then matagal yung impact. No? Kagaya yung ipot ng manok, yung mga ganun. Volume yun hindi naman maliit yun, hindi siya nanotechnology. So unlike ang BioPrime, the nanotechnology, kinompress siya in a small amount but yung impact niya malaki.
Jim, kanina we were talking sabi mo na pagiging farmer, may pera sa pagiging farmer. I don't know kung paano mo explain sa amin or sa mga viewers natin. Talaga bang may pera magiging farmer? Meaning kung magfa-farm, may property ka and magfa-farm ka compared sa mag-business ka ng coffee shop?
Actually, oo. Kasi yun, but you have to learn, no? Ako, I owe everything to farming. Number one, you have to have time, number one, and learn. Expect for 2 years. Ako, sinasabi ko palagi, 2 years. Walang income yan. Posible. No? Break even. No? Worse, baka lugi pa. Pero after that, when you learn the business, kasi ang daming titingnan yan eh. Hindi lang weather, hindi lang lupa, hindi lang yung inputs, pag-handle ng tao, kasi may tao. Diba? Ako, I learn it from bottom. Lahat ng ginagawa ng tao ko, from the bottom. Land preparation, seed to shelf nga eh. Hanggang bibenta. Sabi nga ng wife ko before, sabi niya, hindi ka nahihiyahan na umiikot ng palengke because I have to learn. No? Paano yung market? Lista, utang ng mga bumibili sa palengke, ginawa ko yan. So, ganun ako ka-hands-on sa farming. So, you have to do that. So, doon mo maintindihan, doon mo rin maintindihan how to manage it. No? Saan ka makatipid, saan ka makikita. So, ang ending, kikita ka. So, again, ulitin ko lang. When farming, definitely, aasenso ka sa farming, but if you manage it properly, so you have to learn, give time, and then learn everything from bottom hanggang sa pinaka basic, no, from land preparation, seed germination to market. Yun talaga. Then dun ka kasi alam mo kung saan mo i-focus yung resources mo. Hindi, it's not all about pera. You need money, but again, manage your people, no, then you manage pilferage. May pilferage yan. Kasi mahirap ang farming, lalo na pag malaki na, hektarya na. Kung maliit lang, okay lang. Hindi mo nababantayan yan minuto-minuto, pero alam mo paano i-check. So, yun yung mga keys. And then, tandaan nyo lang, ulitin ko, in the Philippines, we're still agricultural country. Our economy is dependent in agriculture. And everybody eats. So, kumakain ng mga tao, hindi mawawala. And then, don't copy what other people is doing. Always do something new. And then go to the niche market. Yun ang pinasinabi ko. Niche market. So, wag yung sabay sa uso. And then, timing. Yun ang pinaka-isang critical din. Timing in your planting and harvesting para may market ka. Yan, I can discuss that, but siguro maubusan tayo ng oras, pero yun yung importante. Let's say, for example, I did that in one of my farm. Off-peak na lahat. Talong, off-peak na. Ako na lang meron. So, ibig sabihin na prolong ko yung...
Jim, di ba season ang pagtatanim, di ba? Okay, pag January, dapat ganito. Di ba ganun yun?
Come again?
Di ba ang planting is seasonal, like sabay-sabay sila? Di ba normally, pag January, ito lahat, sabay-sabay tayo.
Yeah. Pero dapat nakokontrol yan. Kasi ako, like, for example, like, especially advantage kung mag-irrigation ka. No, irrigated. Let's say gulay, yung talong, example lang. So sa area ko, yung lugar ko, sa farm ko, na-extend ko yung shelf life ng talong ko. So 1 month, wala na. Ako na lang may talong. So maganda yung presyo. So na-extend ko. So mga ganong simple. That mean, sumabay ka pero na-extend mo. Yung extend mo, yung, ako na-extend ko. Yung mga ganong technique na, same din sa even export. Yung mga plantation, malalaki. Yun, pag off-peak, kailangan may naiwan. Kasi pag off-peak niyan, maganda, presyo. Diba? At saka, masaya din na, nakakatulong ka rin kasi dapat wala na silang kakainin na talong. Pero dahil meron ka pa, nakakapag-provide ka. So, win-win yun sa farmer. Off-peak na, nakapag-provide ka ng makain nila, and then kumita ka pa. So yun yung
Jim,
mga factors dapat malaman.
okay. Jim, ano ba ang opinion mo? Kasi alam ko pag farming, yung nakikita ko sa nababalitaan ko, yung problema ng mga farmers, yung sudden, yung mga baha, yung sudden, ano, di ba? Di ba nakakatakot ang farming kasi may mga unpredictable na mga weather? What are your opinion on this?
Yeah. Challenge. As much as possible, may mga ginagawa naman tayong mga basic technology, mga ano lang, no? Magaling ang Pilipino eh, malikhain ng mga Pilipino eh. Lalo na dito sa Luzon, no? Yun yung risk sa pagiging farmer. Advantage sa Mindanao kasi bihira pa, pero may especially if you're in Central Luzon or Bicol na palaging nadadaanan, ina-avoid din na, let's say, pag-harvest, example yung timing yung pagtanim para pag-harvest, iwas season din ng bagyo. Diba? So, yun yung mga binabantayan din. So, yun, malaking factor. Kaya nga, sa farming, malaking challenge talaga. But if you succeed and then you know the timing to plant and harvest, ay succeed ka talaga.
Okay. From Marcelo Benitez, ano po advice nyo sa mga walang alam talaga sa farming pero gustong magnegosyo ng ganito?
Sa advice ko, number one, have a mentor, no, that can guide you. Yung honest to goodness, hindi yung parang may ano lang, tututan or whatsoever, no, yung mga ganun eh. Tuturuan, pag farming ka, bumili ka ng lupa. Yung totoong mag-mentor din to guide them, no? First thing is, as mentioned earlier, you have to learn farming, no? At saka yung crop nung itatanim, may market siya. So, get a mentor, a good mentor. Ask advice. Ako, I can give you advice and then learn kasi importante yun. Different areas, different weather, different soil type. Ano yung itatanim nyo? Perfect on that area, no? Kasi hindi basta-bastang nagtanim ka dito, doon sa kabila, pwede. No, kagaya niyan, I'll give you one example. Saging, okay. Cavendish, large-scale plantation. Pero dito sa Luzon, ay hindi pwede. Siguro maglakatan ka. At small scale lang. Kasi binabagyo. So, mga ganun. So, tapos may market. No? So, get advice from, hindi naman expert, but who knows farming na na-experience yung farming. Huwag kayo this is an advice for a businessman, no? Before you do a business. No, take the risk. Oh, that's good. That's a good character of a businessman. But learn the business. No, wag lang yung dependent ka rin sa nagbibigay ng advice. You have to learn yourself. Kaya you have to go from bottom to top. Lahat tayo nagsimula sa ganun. Ako, I started from the bottom. Hindi ako naging ganito kung hindi ako dumaan sa bababa para maintindihan ko lahat.
Okay. And ano ba yun, Jim? Wala ba sa YouTube yung mga how to farm? Di ba? Yung ganun?
Meron na ngayon. The good thing, panahon natin, Roy, wala pang YouTube. Pero ngayon, meron na. So you can start with that, yung mga YouTube. And then ask question, kagay dito. So yung ganun. YouTube, advantage. Panahon natin, wala wala pang mga YouTube. So you can learn from YouTube. Pwede, start. Lalo na yung mga during pandemic, yung mga plantitas, nag-start sila, YouTube. So yun, advantage yan, YouTube. Start with that.
Jim, before I'm going to ask you, before I ask you your final message, parang give us an overview lang. If you can try, give us an overview. If say I have a 1 hectare land, parang magkano kikitain yan? Parang example lang, meron akong 1 hectare or ganun sa farming. Kung ikaw ang parang just give us an idea.
Mahirap. Depende sa crop, depende sa season. Medyo ano yan, no? Siguro for a start, depende sa crop, no? Hindi siya specific na ito yung kikitain mo per hectare, ganito kalaki. So, hindi siya ganoon per year. So, iba-ibang crop, iba-ibang kikitain, no? Mag-range from depende sa pag-manage din from 10, 20 to 100,000, no? Depende. Ako ang masuggest ko for a start. Kung gusto niyo mabilis ang kita, ako for a start. And then, medyo may kalakihan lang punan. Start with vegetables. Start with eggplant, talong. You don't need a big, number one, you don't need a big land. 1,000 square meters can provide you a good income. A 2,000 square meter, you're talking about square meters. So start with vegetable. Ako, when I did my farm, one of my farm, vegetable ang tinanim ko kasi hindi siya ganun kalaki. 2.5, may farm ako na ganun, na acquire ko. So vegetable. Then you combine later on livestock, mga ganun, no? Kumbaga, combination. Hindi siya solo one crop. Unless you have a big land and then you go for sugarcane, rice, corn, etc. Pero kung point less than a hectare, you go for vegetable. Kasi ano siya, mas high value crops ang ano niya, tutukan niyo. Better income. And then less land lang kailangan mo. Pwede ka nga mag-backyard eh.
Jim, one question. Paano yung mga, hindi ba pwede natin kung sabi nila greenhouse, is it cheaper or mas expensive? Diba that protects the crop, yung greenhouse?
Correct. Agree. Kasi para siyang the only concern is in big investment. Pero maganda siya. If you have money, you go for greenhouse. Kasi medyo control. Kasi greenhouse siya. Diba? So irrigation, may drip siya kompleto. So, pero you have to invest.
Okay. Jim, your final words and message to all our viewers out there.
To be a successful person or farmer or something.
Yes. Right.
Number one, you have to have faith, no? Regardless what your religion you have, that will give you guide you, no? Relationship to Him above, not only in troubled times, but even in happy times. Don't forget that person above. That's number one. Number two, learn, no? Educate yourself, because every now and then the world changes. No, if you are not at par, that's the key also in a successful farmer. Learn new technology. Be susceptible to new technology. If not, you will not improve. If you don't do change, nothing will change in life. So if you're doing now the same you're doing next month, don't expect any change, any improvement. So be susceptible with new technology, new knowledge, and then make a change. So, and then sabayan ng sipag at tiyaga talaga. Patience, and don't give up. Don't give up. Me, I passed so many trials. I did not give up. Even in this business, ito ngayon, I did not give up. So, yun, magbunga yun, definitely. So,
Jim, before I let you go, naka-experience ka ba ng grabing challenge sa buhay mo na parang ayoko na yata mag-farming? May mga ganun ba?
Yes. Not only about farming. Ang dami.
Okay.
Actually, without my faith, ay wala. Give up.
Pero, could you give us parang what happened and paano mo na-survive? Ano yung nangyari pinaka-grabe, pinaka-worst na lang? The worst. And then
pinaka-worst?
Yeah.
Ito pinaka-worst. It happened to me recently lang, couple of years ago. Sabi ko, I lost my son. I closed a business. Pero ito yung sinabi ko sa Diyos. Lord, hindi ko na alam anong gagawin. Isinurrender ko sa Kanya. And then here comes, basta huwag ka lang mag-give up. And then, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat. If you pass yung trial sa buhay, we're not talking about farming. Pag nalampasan mo yan, you will be a definitely better person. Definitely. So, don't give up. Yun lang yung sinasabi ko. Lahat tayo may dadaan ng challenges. Hindi siya mawawala. Ako, business, farming, dinaanan ko yan, ups and downs. Pero every time nalampasan ko, better situation. So, better, kumbaga, umasenso ka. You learn from it. So, nagiging mas matured ka. And then you're prepared to bigger challenges. Kaya, again, bigger risk, bigger success. So, ganun ang nangyayari.
Yan. Well said. Jim, thank you so much for your time. Siguro baka pwede pa tayo sa next episode kasi mukhang marami kaming natutunan sa iyo, especially sa farming. So, thank you so much, Jim, for the time.
Thank you.
All right. There you have it, Jim. So, catch us again this Thursday for another episode of The Leader. Once again, this is Roy Bato saying thank you and good afternoon.
What does it take to be a leader? What paths have people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates walked to carve their niches in the annals of success? The Leader by Azul TV dives deep into the minds, habits, and decisions of successful individuals. From their early life challenges to their pivotal breakthroughs, join host Roy Bato as he unravels the fabric of leadership and innovation that sets these figures apart. Discover the drive, the failures, the resilience, and the ultimate victories that define true leaders. The Leader with Roy Bato.